Next thing sold is going to be in the A bin. Now this has been listed for like just a couple of days and already sold because I probably didn't price this high enough, but it is what it is. Still making a little bit of profit. We got Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. I believe this is the first Canadian edition, so that's why it sells a little bit more than like $5. I paid $2 for this, and after looking at the listings, I thought this would sell a little bit more, but unfortunately I only sold this for $11.60 on eBay. Still making some profit, and I've had this listed for like less than a week, so quick few dollars made right here. Keep an eye out on these Harry Potter books because they're still very popular and most of them still do sell a lot. Next thing sold is going to be in the A bin, and it's Valentine's Day in just a couple of days, so it just makes sense that this item is finally being sold, and it's going to leave a mark in this bin. That's what I like. But we got this Heart IKEA wall lamp. Picked this up like a couple of months ago for like $2 at the thrift store, and finally sold. I kind of had a feeling in advance that this would have sold around Valentine's Day, so that's a big reason why I picked it up. As you can see, you put this on the wall and there's a little light inside and it just lights up, you know. And yeah, I paid $2 for this, and this sold for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. I have a couple of these kind of lamps in my inventory. If you ever see those IKEA stickers on the back, pick them up because they're pretty good sellers in my opinion. And I just noticed it's missing this screw. Oh well. Next thing sold is gonna be in the A bin over here. And there it is. We got one, and where's the other? What? Alright, here we have both of them. We got Matt and Nick Jackson from the Young Bucks from AEW. I got these a while ago, was collecting these, but I kind of got out of it. So I decided to list these on eBay, and I got an offer of $18.29, and I simply accepted it. Next thing sold is going to be in the D bin, so let me put my phone down. All right, what's inside of here? A bunch of big items. We got this Ravi wine. I don't even know what to call this because it's in French. I don't know, but basically you put this on the top of your bottle and it pours the wine for you, I think. And I think it keeps the wine cold, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I had this in my inventory for a very long time, so I'm glad of getting rid of this. And this sold for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. Next item sold is going to be in the M bin. Can't wait to sell this Burton bag. There it is actually. We got this CD right here by The Cure. I got this for 50 cents at the thrift store like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, not even. And this sold for only $5 on Facebook Marketplace. But I like doing this when I know there's popular band or popular artists. I try to pick their CDs up, like old rock bands or hip-hop artists or hip-hop albums in general, and I like to list them as low as $5 on Facebook Marketplace because they will sell quickly. And buying a CD for 50 cents and flipping it into $5 times 10, let's say, that's $50 right there, and it's pretty easy to do. CDs are very cheap, they're very easy to ship. So just a little tip out there. If you see an artist that you know that is still popular out there, people still buy CDs or even vinyls, cassette tapes, all that jazz. But yeah, pay 50 cents for this, and this sold for $5 on Facebook Marketplace. Next thing sold is going to be in the G bin, and I already see the item. It's right over here. So let me try to get it out real quick. There it is, and it seems like it's already on. How do you turn this thing off? We have this LPS little pet shop Tamagotchi kind of thing. I only paid $1 for this at the thrift store, and this sold for a good $20 on Kijiji. Keep an eye out for this LPS logo because apparently a lot of their stuff has a little bit of value and do resell online. All right, next thing sold is going to be in the K bin, and hopefully it's not at the bottom, and I think it is actually. All right, I move a couple of things out of the way, and I see what I've sold. It's gonna leave a mark in this bin because it's like 6 VHS tapes like this. There you go. So we got this little spot right here in the bin. That's gonna leave a mark. But we got these 6 Maxell VHS tapes, brand new sealed. These are blank cassette tapes so people can record on them. These don't sell in stores anymore other than like thrift stores and other kind of stores like that. So if you ever see these for very cheap at a thrift store or anywhere, pick them up because they do sell pretty well online. I paid like $1.50 for all of these, and these sold for $9.99 on eBay. Next thing sold is gonna be in the G bin, and we have another DVD. There it is. We got Con Air Extended Edition on DVD. This actually sold to my downstairs neighbor. He's been looking at my ads on Kijiji, and once in a while he buys DVDs from me. So it's really not that far for him to come buy it or for me to go give it to him. But yeah, he bought this DVD for $5, and I believe I only paid 50 cents for this. And I also sold a Rolling Stone magazine. Crazy enough, right? We got this Rolling Stone magazine with Bad Bunny on the cover. Got this for free at my local library, and I knew this was going to sell because I've sold a Rolling Stone magazine in the past. And if you want a tip on these Rolling Stone magazines, if there's like a big celebrity that has a huge fan base on the cover, it probably has some potential to resell. Like the last one I sold on the cover, it was Zac Efron, I think, or some guy like that, some really popular guy. But here we have Bad Bunny on the cover. He's another really popular artist, and some people just like to collect all of Bad Bunny stuff, I guess. So we got this Rolling Stone magazine. Paid nothing. Got this for free at my local library because they were giving stuff out. And this sold for $17 on eBay. Next thing sold is going to be in the D bin. And I think it's right over here on top, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. We got the Eminem Show on CD. Pretty nostalgic if you ask me. I believe I paid 50 cents for this, and this sold for a good $7 on eBay. Keep an eye out for any Eminem CDs because Eminem's one of the most popular rapper out there still to this day, and people still buy his stuff. Next thing sold is going to be in the F bin over here, and we got a CD. Listed this like a week ago because it's a popular band still to this day, and these kinds of bands, their kind of CDs, or I mean their CDs always sell, like Eminem, Green Day, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all those legendary bands. Whenever you can find those CDs for like 50 cents, 25 cents, pick them up because you can always list them for like $5 on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, and they will eventually sell. I've sold this in the past already. And I've sold this once again on eBay for $5, and I paid 50 cents for this. So not a lot of profit being made here, but if you do that a couple of times, it quickly adds up. Next thing sold is going to be in the K bin. We got this children's Bible. This is actually from my childhood, and I'm selling this from my mom. This sold for $15 on Facebook Marketplace. Next item sold is going to be in the M bin, and this item I've sold like 3 or 4 times in the past. Every time I see this at the thrift store, I always pick it up because one, it's always really cheap because for some reason people don't think this game is valuable, and two, it always sells for pretty good still, even though it's a pretty old game. If I can find it, where is it? There it is, I think. Yep, we got Wii Sports. Like, this is not even like the full game. Even if this game is in like terrible condition, you can still sell this. I've had one in the past that the disc was all scratched up, and it's still sold in like 24 hours. This one sold in like a couple of weeks, took a little bit longer. But like I said, if you see this at the thrift store or anywhere for really cheap, pick it up because it still sells for pretty good. I've sold this for $29 or $28. The price will be on the screen, and I believe I only paid like $1 for this. So pretty good flip over here. All right, next thing sold is going to be in the G bin over here. Had to dig a little bit before recording because couldn't find it, but here we are. We have Pearl Jam 10 on CD. I only paid 50 cents for this, and this sold for $7.99 on eBay. Keep an eye out for these old rock CDs because they sell a lot. And second thing sold for the day is going to be in the I bin, and I've got a bunch of plushes in here, and I already see what I've sold. This has been in my inventory for a good 2 years, maybe 3 even. It's been in there for a very long time. Never really got rid of it because I always knew it would eventually sell. Maybe I just had to lower the price a little bit, and I think that's what I did a couple of months ago. We got this Sesame Street Grover superhero type plush thing. His head is like not staying still, but I paid $4 for this at the thrift store, and this sold for $24 on eBay. Next thing sold is going to be in the C bin over here. Nope, there it is actually. We got a lot of Iron Maiden CDs. I paid 50 cents each, and I sold a lot for $15.99 on eBay. Next item sold is going to be in the G bin. We got a PS3 game this time, and I think it's right over here. We got GTA 4 on PS3. This game surprisingly still sells. I understand why. It's still a great game, even though it's kind of old. But yeah, I paid, I believe, a couple of dollars for this, like $4 I think, and this sold for $19.99 on eBay. Next item sold is going to be in the G bin, and this next item might been priced a little bit too low because I've been having a lot of people interested in it really quickly. Listed this a couple of days ago, and hold up, can't even get this out. There you go. So yeah, getting a bunch of offers on this, or people interested, I mean, and listed this like not even a week ago, so probably underpriced this item, but oh well. I paid 25 cents for this, and oops, almost dropped it again. But this sold for $25 on eBay. We have the Smiths. Next item sold is going to be actually in this little box over here. This is actually a J bin. It's not really a bin, but it's a box that I put a big portion of my textbooks in here. I mean, some of these books are just too heavy to go in the bins. Well, they're not too heavy to go in the bins, but when you move things around in the bins, it's just a pain in the ass to move some heavy stuff, and sometimes the heavy stuff can crush like fragile stuff. So I rather put these heavy books in this box over here, and it fits pretty well in my opinion. But today I sold this one in the front over here. We got options, futures. Oh, that's actually in French. But we got options, futures, and other active something else. I tried to translate here real quick, but anyways, we got this French book here. I got this, I believe, for free, or either for free or $2 at the library. And before you assume that I stole this from the library, my local library, every month they do sell some books, and at the end of the month, whatever did not sell, they just give it away. So that's why I'm not sure if I picked this up when it was the free day or when it was the rest of the month. But either way, I either paid $2 or free for this, and this sold for $10 on Kijiji. Nothing crazy over here, but I originally bought this to sell on Amazon FBA or Amazon.com. But when I got home and started listing the items, this book got rejected, so I had no choice to sell it on eBay, Kijiji, or Facebook Marketplace, or else just throw it away and lose some money. So I'm happy this actually sold, because I wasn't sure if this was actually gonna sell. It's one of the books that I just took a risk on, and I'm glad it sold. Next thing sold is gonna be in the G bin, and we have an Xbox game. If I can find it, I'm pretty sure it's right over here. Yep. I had this in my inventory for a while, so I'm glad to get rid of this. We got King Arthur on the original Xbox. I believe I only paid $1 for this, and this sold for $9.99 on eBay. Next thing sold is going to be in the K bin right over here. And this item is one of the oldest items in my inventory. I've had this forever, but I got it for free, and I knew it was going to sell eventually, so there was no point of getting rid of it. But it's been in here for a good 3 years, ever since I started reselling, basically, because there it is. Just had this laying around at home, and it's one of the first items I listed. I kind of get why it didn't sell quickly, because it's not really a popular DVD. It's a skateboarding DVD. But yeah, this sold for a good $10 on eBay. Keep an eye out for skateboarding DVDs, because I've sold a couple of them in the past, and they sold for pretty good money. But yeah, $10 for this proof DVD. And the second item sold for today is in the same bin. We got this vintage 1983 Care Bear plush. I got this like a month or two ago at the thrift store. I paid $2 for this, and this sold for a good $15 on Facebook Marketplace. This Caribou Swim CD. I got this for free at my local library. They were giving this away. So sold this for just $5, but keep in mind that I got this for free, so free $5 for me. Next item sold is going to be in the L bin, and I know exactly where it is. I don't have to lift this whole bin up. It's It's right over here on top. I listed this like a week ago, so I remember what I put it. We got Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill CD. Pretty good album if you ask me. Next thing sold is going to be in the G bin, and this game has been in my inventory for a very long time. Have not sold it for a lot of money, but still making a few dollars of profit. When I first bought this, the value of this game was a bit higher, but it went down over time. And I believe when I looked this up originally, I think the list that I saw was sealed, a sealed version of this. So that was my mistake. But that's a thing I like about reselling, is that you always learn about your mistakes. But yeah, I believe I paid $3 for this, and this sold for $6.25 on eBay. Nothing crazy. Probably not even gonna make any profit off this actually. But we live and we learn, right? And we also sold something in the C bin. Hopefully it's not at the bottom. We got this Sum 41 All Killer No Filler CD. This is a classic for your 90s, early 2000s people out there. This is one of them CD that whenever I see it at the thrift store, I pick it up because I know it will sell. Still one of them popular bands out there. And I paid 50 cents for this, and this sold for $4.50, I believe, or $4 something. The price will be here.
Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man.